Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience start to finish. Quick note before we begin, there's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. So, this laser printer has been a bit of a mixed bag for me, especially at the $400 mark. On the surface it seems fine, but it feels cheaper in the hands than the price tag would suggest. The first thing that stood out is how small this laser printer is in person. It's noticeably smaller than I expected, which makes the whole thing a little awkward when you're trying to fit legal size paper. When you adjust the tray for legal size, the end of the tray sticks out the back, and I wish they designed it big enough to hide that. It's one of those design quirks that matters if you're juggling different document sizes. The widest tray setting for the paper is another pain point. If you go for the broad setting to stuff in paper, there's basically no extra room for 8 by 11 cards or sheets. It's workable, but it's not comfortable, and it feels like you're fighting the tray every time you load a batch of papers. And yes, it's smaller in real life than the pictures make it look, which was a tiny letdown. As for how it runs, this laser printer did okay for about a month. It sort of held its own, but not with a wow factor. One funny and frustrating thing is that it came with an internal clock from day one, which meant warranty options weren't really available early on. The connectivity side also gave me grief. It stopped connecting to Wi-Fi, and then it started flipping its behavior. Papers would only come out correctly if I rotated them 180 degrees. It also jams more often than I'd like, and the toner drum seems to run down quicker than I expected. The print quality sits a notch below crisp, which is noticeable if you're looking at fine lines in documents. Customer support wasn't the strongest part of this journey. I called in hoping for guidance, but they were not very helpful and basically pointed to the return window being closed. I even hired a tech to walk me through the basics, which helped a little. But the printer still behaves like a temperamental clunker. Now and then a different support call did yield a small discount, about $100, after which it functioned a bit more reliably, but only for a while. After 5 months, it's still kind of working, but I wouldn't call it dependable. There are two recurring gripes worth mentioning. The toner indicator is a little optimistic. You can reset it by holding secure and cancel and using the up button, but that's a workaround rather than a fix. And the auto switching between trays when one runs low can wreck a workflow if you don't keep both trays stocked. The trick there is turning off auto continuous in the menu. Update from my experience. I did have a stubborn tray 2 issue, thumping noises, no paper errors, and eventually tray 2 disappeared from the settings. Tech support had me wipe and reinstall the driver, and that kept it marginally functional until I ultimately returned the unit and looked elsewhere. If you need a double tray laser monochrome setup and you're okay with some patience and tweaks, this printer can do the job. If you want something rock solid with fewer quirks, you might want to shop around a bit. Alright, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch you in the next video.